I'm a 27-year-old guy, and I have albinism. I'll answer all your questions. Hi, I have purple eyes and albinism. I'm here to answer all your questions. Ask me questions.
As far as I know, albinists often have vision problems. What is your level of vision?
My eyesight is at such a level that most of my life I can do without glasses if I don't need to read. Sometimes I have to get closer to things to see them more clearly, but I always use my glasses to read. I also use a special program on my phone to read texts.
What's the strangest comment you've ever heard about your appearance from a stranger?
A guy from across the street shouted to me that the Smurf village was on the other side. It must have been my hair, but I thought it was as dumb as possible.
Is there something you like about albinism? For example, white eyelashes.
Being albino is not as cool as it sounds, but the color of my eyes and the color of my hair I like. Let's be honest, white hair is cool. Other than that, I have super hearing, but that's pretty much it.
Can you tell me more about your hearing? What does super mean?
I had several examinations with a specialist, and it turned out that I can hear a larger interval of the wave spectrum, and in my daily life I can hear sounds at a greater distance from me. My friends cannot hear them.
Do all albinos have this ability? Do you just hear a little better than the average person, or can you really hear things that others can't?
Let me try to explain simply. Your senses are controlled by certain parts of your brain, and if one of them is less active, others will be more developed. For me, that sense is hearing. I often hear sounds in the far distance when I go outdoors.
What is the most unpleasant consequence of your condition?
Weak eyesight and sensitivity to light and sunlight. I think albinism would be a great trait if it were not accompanied by real health problems.
What are the perks of being an albino?
To be unforgettable and stand out in a crowd, I guess. Also, I think it helps me to be more sensitive to people because I understand that under any appearance there can be a completely different personality.
What do you want people to know about albinos?
Please ask permission first before touching my hair and skin. It's really frustrating when people do that without asking.
Can you see well in the dark?
Very good. I can adapt to the dark faster than anyone with normal eyes, and I don't need as much light as other people.
It's amazing. Does it have something to do with your physiology?
Mostly my eyes are transparent, which is why light comes through easily.
Does that mean they are very sensitive to the sun? What about your skin? Are you prone to sunburn?
Yes, my eyes and skin are sensitive to light. Yes, I am prone to sunburn, but with a good sunscreen this problem is perfectly solved.
Do other members of your family have albinisms, or is it just you? Also, do you know what the chances are that your children will also be albino?
No, I am the only albino in my family, and I have no idea if I can pass the gene on to my children.
I guess you are one of those few people who can afford to dye their hair any color. Have you ever done that? Have you made up any cool costumes for Halloween and so on?
No, I never dyed my hair. I love my hair color. I live in France. We don't have the same Halloween culture as in the United States.
How was your childhood? Did children tease you?
It was hard. Yes, I faced it every day.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope your life is a lot easier now.
Well, on the whole, yes, although sometimes people are afraid and shy away from me.
What would you say is the hardest part of living with albinism?
When I was younger, I worried about my appearance. I remember feeling discouraged when I looked at pictures with my friends and realized how different I was from my peers. As I got older, I realized that visual impairments really sucked. They limited many things I could do. It's frustrating not being able to enjoy the sunshine, and other people are also annoying at times.
Has anyone ever told you that you might be of the Targaryen bloodline?
Yes, sometimes my friends make jokes like that, but mostly people don't say that.
Does albinism show only external changes, or do you have any features of internal structure?
One day I was asked if I had white blood. No, I have normal blood, like all people.
I'm sorry if this question seems inappropriate. When you drink alcohol, do you become more pink?
I'd say I'm turning purple red.
How does your condition affect your personal and professional life?
Well, my personal life doesn't exist yet, but I have friends and buddies. Generally, I like being alone. I think it's a side effect of all the abuse I got when I was younger. Professionally, I have a lot of trouble finding a job.
What methods other than sunscreen do you use with the fight against the sun?
I try to avoid the sun. If I leave the house on a sunny day, I make sure to apply sunscreen every hour or so. Hats really help a lot, too.
You said that you have no personal life and have problems with your work. Why is that? Do people just not like the way you look? I don't know if it sounds silly, but a person with albinism looks cool to me and would definitely get my attention. I know it's not just hair and skin color, and you have some vision issues, but I think it's a pretty interesting visual condition.
I think it has something to do with where I live. The French don't see anything beyond their own nose and are bad at everything non-standard, and French girls are the worst. This is my personal opinion, but I have never met a French girl who likes a guy who is really different.
Have you ever been to an albinism meeting or an albinism conference?
I've never been to a meeting like that. I don't see the point of these things anyway, and I can't even say whether there are such meetings in France.
Where do you work now, or what kind of job are you looking for?
Right now, I am looking for a job as a designer. I would like to do something that I enjoy. Also, given my peculiarity and my eyesight, working at a computer would be ideal for me.
Do you have a license to drive a car? Do you drive a car?
I know how to drive, but I don't have a license, and I don't drive because it might be too dangerous for me and those around me.
Do you have tattoos? I think a colored tattoo would look amazing on white skin.
No, I'm not sure that getting a tattoo is a good idea, considering how sensitive my skin is.
What are your usual summer clothes? Are there any health problems besides poor eyesight?
T-shirt, shorts, and a hat. I just use sunscreen and even go to the beach sometimes. I just don't stay there all day. As for my health, I only have bad eyesight, but nothing else, I hope.
Does the tan stay on your skin at all? Do you tan in a tanning bed or on the beach?
No, I can't tan. Even staying in the sun all day would make me blush and burn, but I wouldn't get a tan.
Have you ever used a spray or lotion for a self-tanner? If you have tried a self-tanner, how did it affect your skin? What did it look like given the white color of your hair?
Once I took sunscreen with an expiration date. It was bad. I burned quite badly. If I had used self-tanner, I would not have been protected from UV rays at all.
Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss new interesting stories. Like and comment, and see you in our next video. Bye.